Hi there ladies and gents, this is Jax here, and I've got another Hex video for you today. I must apologise in advance, I'm a little bit unwell at the moment, so I apologise if my voice isn't as pleasant as usual, but I couldn't wait to get this one out for you. So today we're going to look at a little bit of a combo. It's a PvE combo. It can be used in a lot of decks to make them more efficient, works fantastically in combo decks, and what it's ideal for is for when you want the Spectral Lotus effects without actually using your real Spectral Lotuses. And I know that will be ideal for a lot of people, because Spectral Lotus is a very powerful card, but because you only get one per Spectral Garden a day, you can't afford to use them willy-nilly. So to demonstrate this combo, I've subbed it into the Shin Hair deck from the last video, and you'll get to see just how potent it is. So there's three parts to this combo. There's the Mercenary Ebonrock, the Spectral Lotus, and Dopplegadget. So I'll go through what each of those cards contributes to the combo. Ebonrock, like all mercenaries, has 4 abilities. The main one we're looking at is the second. You start the game with Reverse Engineering in play. Now Reverse Engineering is an artifact. You pay 2 and search each player's deck and choose an artifact to inscribe on Reverse Engineering. And then you can pay X and Reverse Engineering transforms into an inscribed artifact with cost X. So what we're going to do is inscribe Spectral Lotus on that on turn 2, and then transform Reverse Engineering into Spectral Lotus, and then on turn 3 we'll activate it, and that's when we'll start going off. Then the Spectral Lotus, when it enters play you draw a card, and then you can activate it. You gain 3 temporary mana, 3 threshold, and return it to your hand. It irreversibly transforms into Black Tiger, and that change persists even after the game ends. So because of it turning into Black Tiger, you can't afford to use your real ones nilly-willy. But that's why we are resorting to Reverse Engineering and Dopplegadget, so we can get copies of it and use those instead, so we can get the effect without using our real Spectral Lotuses. What makes Spectral Lotus even better though is the gloves equipment. When you use Spectral Lotus's power, you may choose and discard any number of cards in your hand. You then draw a card for each card discarded that way. It's a very powerful effect which allows you to dig very far. It's ideal for combo decks, but pretty good for most decks. You can get rid of your worst cards and get better cards, get rid of your sources and draw non-sources. It's fantastic. And then finally, our enabler is Dopplegadget. It's a 5 mana artifact, and at the start of your turn, you may create a copy of another target's non-shapeshifter artifact you control, and put it into play. So if we get that out, alongside a Spectral Lotus, we'll be able to make a Spectral Lotus a turn, we'll draw a card off it entering play, and then we'll be able to activate it, gain another filter effect off the gloves, and get some temporary mana. So it's a fantastically powerful combo. So we should get the combo off on turn 3 to start making Lotuses on turn 4, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll shuffle up. I believe it's an 80% chance that we should get both of the combo cards out, but we'll see what happens. So we've drawn 7 cards. We've got 2 Lotuses right off the bat, and that's fantastic. That's one of the combo cards there, and it won't affect our chances of getting Dopplegadget because we can play them and draw another card off them. So turn 1, we'll play a Lotus and draw a card. We'll play another Lotus, draw a card. Now I have 2 options here. I can either play the Shin Hair Militia to get a creature out, or I can save it in hand and eventually discard it to the Reverse Engineering Spectral Lotus. I'm actually going to do that, because if I'm able to get the combo off, I'll be able to eventually do a massive Eye of Creation, which will just straight up win the game. So turn 1, I'll play a Wild Source. I won't bother charging because it's not important for the demo, and now I'll go to turn 2. Turn 2, play a Wild Source. I'll inscribe Spectral Lotus on Reverse Engineering, and then we'll go to turn 3. Now I will point out that you don't draw a card when you inscribe the Spectral Lotus on Reverse Engineering, or when you transform Reverse Engineering into Spectral Lotus, because it's not entering the battlefield. It's already there, it's just turning into Spectral Lotus. So turn 3. Got a Wild Source, but we're not going to play it yet. We're going to be using it to discard to the Spectral Lotus's ability. So we'll activate it, we'll gain 3 threshold, we'll put it to our hand as a Black Tiger, and then we've got to try and maximize our chances of getting the Dopplegadget to start the combo going. So I'm going to discard all 8 cards and draw 8. Accidentally drew 10, so I undid my last 2. But there you have it, you've got the Dopplegadget, and just in case you had missed the Spectral Lotus, there's another one there. So we'll play the Spectral Lotus, draw a card. We will then play Dopplegadget with the 3 from the Spectral Lotus used before, and the 2 that we've got. And then we can play a source, and we can go to turn 4. So at the start of turn 4, Dopplegadget will create a Spectral Lotus, and we'll draw a card. This Spectral Lotus is a copy Spectral Lotus, it's not a real Spectral Lotus, so we can feel free to use it without any consequence whatsoever. And that is basically how it works. From this point on, well, it's turn 4, I'll just show you how turn 4 would go to show you how amazing having a Spectral Lotus to use each turn is. Activate the Spectral Lotus, 3 more threshold, and 3 mana for the turn. Put it into our hand as a black tiger. Unfortunately, because that was a token Spectral Lotus, it won't go to my hand because of Magic Workstation, but just assume I've got 8 cards in hand. We'll discard that, and the 2 sources, that's 3, and we'll draw 3 cards. So we've got Eye of Creation, so next turn we can probably do some devastating stuff with that. So we'll play Source, we'll play 2 Runs to the Litter, and get 6 Battle Hoppers. The question is, do I want to evolve, or do I want to save that until after Eye of Creation? And I think the best play is to save that for after Eye of Creation. So I'll do that, and I'll start the next turn. So this is turn 5. I do apologise, I believe I only drew 1 card last turn, and I should have drawn a card off the Spectral Lotus, and from my usual card draw for the turn, so I should even be a card further up. Which would have been the Runs to the Litter, so I'll do that now. So I'll go up to 9. So I'll create a Spectral Lotus, draw a card. Then I'll draw my normal card for the turn. I'll play a Spectral Lotus and draw a card. And then, options. I think I've got nothing worth playing in hand. I should probably just Eye of Creation off the bat. Now, because I'm going to play Eye of Creation, I want to play everything I draw into, so I'm not going to use the filter effect. Except for the Black Tiger, which is pretty... Black Tiger's not a bad card, but who knows what I might draw if I get rid of it, so I'll do that. And I'll turn that Spectral Lotus into a Black Tiger, and I'll discard it to draw. Runs to the Litter. Alright. So I've got 3 mana from the Spectral Lotus. The 5 from the mana from the sources I played. Play Eye of Creation for 5. Not the biggest, but I'll be able to play everything it hits. Alright, not too bad at all. We get 2 sources, Shinhan Militia, and 2 Ritualists, which next turn will create a buttload of mana. So if we draw any more Eye of Creations, or even not, we can just evolve all 4 times and go nuts. It'd also be noting that if I was playing legitimately and putting charge counters on Ebonrock, I'd also have a bunch of worker bots right now. So with in any case, that was turn 5. So just look at this board state from turn... I think that was turn 5. Yeah, that was turn 5. We go to turn 6. We've got pretty much all the mana we need from Ritualist to the Spring Litter. We duplicate Spectral Lotus, and we'll draw another card. We will play our source. We use the Ritualist of the Spring Litter mana to play Bucktooth Commander, giving everything +1/+1. We'll play Sensei of the Milky Eye, draw a card, and then we'll play all 4 evolves. So everything will get +4/+4. Okay, so on turn 6, just by including this combo in the deck, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures capable of attacking. And the minimum power of one of those creatures is 5. So 15 creatures with at least 5 power attacking on turn 6. All by including a very simple combo that has an 80% chance of coming off. Those odds are just fantastic, and this is a great combo you can include in many PvE decks. This deck isn't even designed to make fantastic use of the combo, it's just a straightforward deck, and you look at how effective it was. So yes, Ebonrock, Spectral Lotus, Dopplegadget. As things are currently right now, if this makes its way to beta and release, this is a combo to look out for in PvE. In any case, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll catch you guys next time.